The law of attraction, one of the governing laws within our universe, our reality, along with free will. Everything within your life is your choice through free will on some level of consciousness. And on some level of consciousness, you have attracted it from the universe around you and created it. The truth is that a lot of the levels that we operate at are subconscious programs, behaviours which we have adopted and embodied by putting on various masks within various situations. It's not your fault. And the system is there to educate you, to take away your power, to isolate you from the God creator that you are by separating it and placing it externally within the heavens and you being below it. Now is the time to re-educate yourself, to reteach yourself, and I'm here to bring you the information and the truth to allow you to fully and completely align with your greatest life in all ways. So, the law of attraction is basically magnetics. And the larger that you are magnetically vibrating and attracting at, whatever vibration you are aligned and resonating at, the more likely that you would attract that from the universe around you. I've always likened it to a television screen. It's the way that I was shown it by Source. Every channel around a television screen is there, being able to bounce around and be picked up and broadcast at any one time. It depends what channel that you tune that television into to what program it shows you. And it first comes all from the mind. You have a thought. They're not your thoughts once more. They're just happening within you. And to be the watcher, to disattach ownership or judgment to those thoughts or any event that you experience in life is to truly live with alignment of who you truly are. It is all just information. It is all just an experience. It is only ever negative when we perceive it and label it as such. In truth, it is all just information to learn and to grow from. And sometimes the more traumatic or detrimental experiences are the exact ones that you need in order to take the learnings from to take you along your journey. Within the game of life, unless you complete the current level you're on, you'll continuously replay it with different characters filling the same roles, wearing different masks, until you overcome that level, until you learn what it is that you need to so that you can complete it and move on to the next one. So, the law of attraction. You have a thought, and instantaneously it creates a potential reality, like a path. So, you're here. Say that this is a positive outcome, and this is a negative one. Because of your programming, because of your want to always do the best you can and control future outcomes and aspects, if you have a negative thought, you have sprung a branch, created a pathway from where you are now to where it is that you will go. So, where you are now, in this very moment, this very present moment, within the only time that exists that is now, everything is always perfect because it is as it is. If it wasn't supposed to be, it would not be. Called it a haircut, right? So by having a negative thought and actually giving it attention and energy, you are building that pathway. And each time that you rethink that thought, you send it more energy. You create more of a magnetic pull and attraction to the very thing that you are trying to deny or keep out of your life. By having a negative thought, it is just a thought. It is not something to attach onto. It is not something to focus upon and grow. Because where your attention goes, your energy flows, and what you focus upon grows. Instead, when you have a negative thought, Accept it for what it is. Look at it as information. Wonder why you've had it, if there is any learnings to take from it, and then focus upon the positives. Focus back upon the positive, with the most detrimental effects taking place further along the path. Either way, if you go this way, it will sprout this way continuously. If you stay positive and grounded in gratitude for what is, you will continuously sprout along the positive path. At your core, you are the same as everybody else. You are a being of love and light. You have various behaviours which you run. And once more, it all starts with a thought. A thought becomes an action. And an action taken over time, repetitively, becomes a habit. And if you continuously go this way, as I said, it will get bigger. And it will get bigger. Because the more attention you give it, the more it will grow. And yet, once more, if you allow the thought, but don't send it the energy, then you are disattaching that as part of your reality. It still exists, but you don't need to focus on it and grow it. Within the garden of the mind, it is important what you plant, because the seeds you plant will become the things which grow. You reap what you sow. Yet it is more important what you focus upon and grow, because the winds of life will always blow weeds into your garden. If you focus upon the weeds with your light of attention, you will grow the weeds, the very thing you are trying to prevent from existence within your garden. If you focus upon the flowers and grow them to such a size, you will get to a point where you can't even see the weeds. So, as well as this, it is all to do with magnetics. And once more, if you have a negative thought or a negative event or experience and a positive one, so you're trying to create the positive. Let's say it's to do with being more abundantly wealthy with a material aspect, having more money, being able to exist in a state of abundant flow, not greed, but just being comfortable enough so you can be true to yourself and then live towards the betterment of yourself and everyone else. It's just energy again, money. So it's not something negative. It can be used positively, just as with everything else, just as with the law of attraction. If you're focused upon wanting more money, I need more money, I want more money, I wish I had more money, I will be okay when I get more money, I'll be happier once I get to that place, once I get there, I will have more money. Anytime that you're doing anything to do with want is basically aligning yourself vibrationally with the fact that you do not have it. So then you are aligned with this path. You have aligned yourself magnetically with wanting, which creates a void of having. And then it magnetically attracts to you that from the universe around you to continuously remind you and show you that you do not have what it is you want. It's the same with any aspect. The same with attracting the love of your life. The same with attracting the health, the most optimal health that you could embody. If you have some sort of ailment and you wish that you did not have it, you are actually growing it within your consciousness because you are thinking about it. On top of this, the subconscious mind can only ever think in ones and zeros, basically. It does not know the difference between want and non-wanting. It only ever hears the thing which you are thinking about, the vibration which you are vibrating at. And it also does not know the difference between self and another, because it knows that there is no real separation between self and another. If you look at somebody and look down upon them thinking, oh, they look scruffy, the subconscious mind hears scruffy, and you vibrate at scruffy, and you feel yourself, you embody that version of reality and attract to you things around you to make you feel scruffy. You'll most likely then see people that look really, really well-to-do, done up nicely, well presented, who may even look down upon you, and you will feel judged and scruffy yourself. It's because you have then created that. Say smoking. Say if you think, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to smoke. The subconscious mind is thinking smoke. Again, it does not know want and non-wanting. So you are then attracting the likelihood of smoking, and you will see people all around you that are smoking, and it will make you want to smoke. It will re-trigger that old behavior. It will reopen up the energy pathway to that old self, to that old character, the old version of yourself, the character you played in the game of life. And any time that you want to change the character, you need to change the pathway that you are on and walking towards, the energy where you are flowing and directing it to grow that version of yourself. Instead of thinking, I don't want to smoke, you would think, today I'm going to breathe only clean, fresh air. Today I'm going to breathe only clean, fresh air. And any time that a smoke would come up, instead of then attracting that and growing that path, you would see it as a pathway and just cut it off and focus back on the gratitude, focus back on how far you've come so far, focus back on the fact that you have control over your life, and that every step you take forwards is one which you create mindfully for yourself. Staying true to who you are and grounded in gratitude is so powerful, and it all starts with acceptance of what is. You need to accept that this is over here. Don't try to deny it, because if we try to block the flow of anything or deny existence, it will actually grow that which we're trying to deny. Any aspect of yourself that you try to deny, say there is a part of yourself which you do not like, a part of yourself which you wish did not exist, a part of yourself which is less than beneficial or helpful, a part of yourself which causes issues, and you try to deny and hide in the darkness. Again, due to the law of attraction and the law of choice, by hiding this part of yourself in the dark, you will not be complete, and you will not be able to use the law of attraction to completely benefit yourself, because you are not complete yourself. You can attract things from around you, but you will never actually embody the full version of yourself and what you are able to create unless you become full yourself. The parts of you hidden in the darkness have within them your greatest strengths, and the information which you require from past events, traumatic ones, which are why they are hidden in the darkness, because the subconscious mind has locked them away, placed them in a box to protect you from traumatic experiences and revisiting or re-experiencing those experiences, those events. But by going back to them, by taking new learnings from them, we can, and this is what I do, this is the power of the work that I can do, I do, I can bring you, do. I can completely transform your entire existence by uncovering those parts of you in the dark, gaining new positive learnings from them, and removing the old negative attachment and emotion to them. And then the subconscious mind is able to continue to do what its job is, to protect and serve the body, but in a more beneficial way, because those parts of you hidden in the darkness will grow from the darkness, will undermine you from the darkness. And any time you try to deny existence, any aspect of existence, you are denying existence as a whole. You are denying yourself as the complete version of yourself by trying to deny the parts of yourself that you do not like. You must first accept everything that is with non-attachment and ownership, to then focus upon the positives. And this is a version and a way of actually removing those weeds. So to start with, you focus upon the flowers and grow them so you can't see the weeds. But the work we do together is actually to take the weeds away from the very root, removing the whole weed and the whole experience attached to it. If you try to remove it yourself without the subconscious reprogramming, you can remove it from the surface, but it will just grow back. And each time it grows back, it will grow back with more strength, and it will affect your self-belief in being able to overcome certain habits, because you've done the work, yet it is resprung, it is regrown within your version of reality, within your life. It's time to remove the weeds from the root. It is time to remove the first link in that chain, and in doing so, remove the whole chain of events. The law of attraction is basic existence. It is to do with vibration and energy. And you can only ever attract what is that you are. You can only ever attract what it is that you're vibrating at yourself. I used to vibrate at anger and hatred, and that's what I saw in the world around me. From doing the inner work, accepting all past events and all parts of myself, and loving myself in completion, unconditionally accepting and loving myself, set me free. And now, living in a state of freedom, I know everything I do is taking me forwards along my path towards my final destination. I stay focused on the positives. The tree of life that I am allows me to experience reality. Yeah, every time that a branch grows that I do not want to send energy to and become part of reality, a new branch sprouts, one that is taking me to a potential negative fear. I want to control a future negative event to best be able to avoid it. Again, by thinking about it, wanting to control it, wanting to avoid it, I'm actually growing that very thing by sending it more and more energy, more and more focus of attention, and more magnetic attraction from the universe around me. The law of attraction will change your life, but only if you use it in the correct way. It will change your life anyway. I've used it to create situations and events in life which were not actually what I wanted, but because I was so focused repetitively on certain situations or events with the want not to create them in the past, I created the very thing I was fearful of creating, because I left myself no alternative. I could see nothing else other than that pathway that I had grown to such a size. It was the only path I could tread, the only path that I could walk, the only events that I could experience. By stepping back once more, by viewing the tree from a larger perspective and non-attachment, we can see the more positive paths, and we can send energy to those and grow them. Not with a want to control, just with a want to grow the most beneficial experience that we could personally embody and actually be part of ourselves. Yet whatever happens, if you stay true to your vibrational self, and there's a branch which grows here, and you end up walking this path, it's because it is required for your learnings and your growth. I have steered my ship of life to my final destination. Yet the winds of life, when they blow, if they blow me off course, off the straight line that I am upon, I know it is required, because it will blow me to an alternative destination where there is extra learnings and information to be gathered. Maybe I'm blown to an island where I discover some treasure that I would not otherwise have discovered. Now is the time to re-educate yourself with every aspect of reality, not just those parts which are good. Focus and grow the good aspects in yourself, and focus and grow the good aspects in the world around you. Yet be aware of the darkness, and use the darkness, use anger as an example, to fuel you towards the outcome which it is that you desire creating. I hope this has helped. I know this has helped, because being able to view the entire picture means that we can actually learn things from another perspective, ones that we would have otherwise not potentially seen. So, until next time, be mindful of where you focus your attention and what it is that you grow. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out all the other content in relation to the law of attraction and being able to utilize it to the best of your advantage and abilities in all ways. Head over to our site, greatestversion.club, join the club and become part of the 1%. Part of the 1% who are on a journey to personal development through complete acceptance and understanding of all that is. And remember, what you do affects us all, as you are an aspect of the entire. You are a single leaf on the tree, a single droplet of water within the ocean, yet you are the entire ocean itself at the same time. And what you do echoes for eternity around the entire universe. A hatred for war will only create hate and war. It is only a love for peace that will bring about love and peace. And the healing of this world will not come about through healing another. It will come about through healing yourself. I have done all this work myself, and that is why I now stand here in front of you, ready to lead you towards your greatest self, along your most beneficial and optimal path. Until next time, namaste.